Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you had a really fun weekend. The summer is coming to an end quickly. I cannot believe it, but here it is. So I went to Target this morning to get my kiddos a few school supplies for their week of expeditionary school this week and for school coming up just in a few weeks here. So I can't believe summer is already almost over, but here it is. So it's Monday and we're talking mindset today because I believe in the power of mindset. It is one of the most crucial components of living your best life. And I know living your best life gets thrown around a lot, but that's a desire that most people have, right? And I help people kind of get there. So thanks for hopping on. If you're catching the replay, my name is Rachel Meyer. I am the founder of Summit Fit Academy, which is an online holistic health community and educational experience. And I help women just like you ditch diets and create daily power habits so that you can live out your daily potential, because that is my passion. And today we are talking about getting around the right people, because this is the most crucial component of just living your best. I don't care if you have any health goals or not, being around the right people is the way to live. And I have a very personal experience with this that I'm going to share a little bit about this morning, and a little bit about my story from my childhood and just how I've gotten to the place I am today, where I am mentoring and coaching lots and lots of women on a daily basis, and just how I got to that point compared to 10 or 15 years ago. My husband will tell you that I'm a different person than he married, and so I'm going to share a little bit about that and how being around the right people can change your life. So I believe that there are three things that most people inherently want for their life, but fear and doubt often get in the way of that. Number one, you want to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Even if you don't think that you want to do that, it's in there. It's in all of us. But again, fear and doubt, our past, whatever, the people we're around, hold us back from that, or they propel us forward into that, one or the other. The second thing is you want to live more optimistically, right? You don't want rejection and failure and mishaps and hard seasons and hard days to throw you off. You want to live more optimistically and be able to push past those things without them derailing what you want to do in life. You know, having a negative attitude is a drag for you, and it's a drag for everyone you're around. So I believe most people really do want that. The third thing is I believe that you want to believe in yourself. I know that you want to have confidence in yourself. Everybody wants that, but it's a difficult thing to have, right? Especially when we're younger, which I'm going to talk about that, because we're not often around the right people. As we get older, it's easier sometimes to be around the right people that kind of bring out that confidence in us. But for many people, they still live in that place where they do not believe in their gifts and talents and in the things that they can do. So how do you live out those three desires? The way you live them out is typically a product of either your past and or your current situation in life. And for a lot of people, it's a combination of both. And sometimes our past kind of takes over in bad ways, sometimes in good ways. But I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal story, because many of you may not have heard it, and it's a big part of who I am today. So I really want to share that to encourage many of you, no matter what place you're in, with being around the right people. So growing up, I was never a super popular kid. I was very athletic and that type of thing. So, I hung around, kind of the athlete crowd, but I was kind of quirky. I struggled big time with academics, and I was very shy. So that was me in a nutshell as a kid. And those three things of being quirky, bad at academics, and shy do not go well together if you want to be popular, right? So this led to years of being made fun of in some capacity, which peaked during my senior year, where I happened to sit with a particular group of friends who spent a lot of their time making fun of me. And it wasn't like a major bullying type thing that a lot of kids get into in high school. It was more just those, constant jabs, and particularly at some of my test scores. And this led to kind of just this daily thing where Rachel got poked fun at. And there's nothing like getting made fun of constantly for anyone, right? Whether you're an adult or a kid, that will just literally derail your confidence. If you had any to begin with, it's probably gone, right? If you weren't a confident person, then you are even less confident than when you began. And I tell that story because I think we don't realize, especially as kids in high school and even as adults, how much our words either disempower or empower the people that we are around. And for me personally, I was very, very disempowered by the people I was around. Fast forward to college, where I developed, and even my senior year, I developed some amazing friendships, met and married my husband, and I really began to explore the passions in my heart during that time, and really began to step into who I was. And again, that first step of doing that, I believe, was being around the right people. I'd say it took me about 5 years after college and a move to Colorado for me to really find my groove and realize the power of mentorship and putting yourself in the right place to thrive and around the right people to be empowered. I began listening to podcasts, reading as many personal development books as possible, hanging around other entrepreneurs, and really letting my passions for fitness, adventure, and motivational coaching really come to life. And I guess as a kid, I just really didn't understand the power of having a mentor around you. If there's one thing that I want for my kiddos as they grow up here, it is that they can be around people that really push them out of their comfort zone, that push them to be their best, that inspire them to be brave. And, teachers and, would I speak louder? Sorry, I can't hear me. Let me know if other people can't hear me well. My volume should be up here, so you may need to turn your volume up a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah, I want my kiddos to be around a mentor. I want them to be around people that really help them see the big picture in their life, because I guess that's kind of what I was lacking, especially in high school. Oh, cool. I'm glad you can hear me, Carrie. So Tamik, you might want to turn your speakers up a little bit. So that's really how I got to the place where I am today, where I am kind of a leader, someone who motivates and coaches and mentors. And I have those people in my life that are continually motivating me, encouraging me, mentoring me. One of those people is my husband. He's always been that person who has drawn out the best in me, challenged me to think bigger, to dream bigger. And I can assure you that if you are around even one, but 2 to 3 people on a regular basis that empower you and don't let you quit on things, you will truly become a different person. So here's what I believe happens when you put yourself around the right people. 1, you start to believe in yourself for bigger things, okay? You start to have a bigger picture mindset about what you can accomplish. If I think back to my senior year, I probably literally had these negative thoughts in my head because of how I was being made fun of, kind of on a constant basis. I mean, if I tried to take a test, you're going to fail at this. You suck at test taking. Nobody likes you. You're never going to have friends. You're never going to be able to do what those people do because you suck at test taking and you're not good academically. We all have, those kind of thoughts and whatnot in our head. What I learned after college is that you can do whatever you want as long as you have the passion to get there. My passion is holistic health, coaching women and teaching them that. And so I can achieve anything within that realm because I am passionate about it. I think when we are taught, just read this book, study that, go get that degree, and then go make money, we miss our talents that are kind of hidden within whatever we are really made to do. Because once I never liked reading, I never liked studying, I always hated academics, but then after college, when I really began to develop these passions and think bigger for myself, I realized I'm actually really good at reading. I actually love reading. I love writing. I was a terrible writer in high school and college, but when I started to read more and develop passions, I could write anything. And so that's the same for you. Like, you really have to kind of unearth those things that are in there. It sometimes takes people till they're 50 to unearth those things, but I encourage you to really kind of dig those out and think bigger for yourself when you put yourself around the right people. You gain the confidence to know that you can do those things that you've always been afraid to do. Number 2, you look at the world with bigger lenses and you see your potential to make a difference. You stop worrying about what you can't do and think more about what you can do. So it becomes less self-focused and more outward focused. You become more focused on people around you, how you can connect with them, how you can serve them, how you can teach and educate them, or whatever your field is. But whenever you put yourself around the right people, you will have a bigger lens for the world. It doesn't matter if you're from the biggest city in the world or the smallest town in the world. This can happen for you to get that bigger lens and see the world with a bigger perspective. Number 3, when you put yourself around the right people, you don't view setbacks or rejections as defeat, but rather as learning opportunity. If I were to be made fun of today, like I was in high school, I would just think, gosh, those people have some complex issues. They have some confidence issues themselves, because it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. Or maybe a setback at work where you were working on a project, it didn't go the way you wanted, and it kind of felt like a failure or rejection, for a job that you interviewed for. Don't view it as a failure. View it as a learning opportunity, because your greatness will never come out without challenges and setbacks. That's what makes any coach, any teacher, anybody a great leader, is when they have experienced those setbacks and hardships. You're never going to get to the other side unless you push through those. If you continually are just like throwing your pity parties, woe is me, I suck at this, I'm never going to be good at this, I just am not like those people, I'm not motivated enough, I'm not smart enough, on and on and on, then yeah, you're going to stay stagnant in life. You're not going to move forward. But being around the right people allows you to see your potential and see those setbacks and rejections as learning opportunities. And something I work so hard to encourage my Summit Fit ladies through those hard days and weeks of feeling defeated is that they can do more. They can get to a better place with their health. Even if they haven't in the past and they've always quit, they can. Just hearing the right words from me, from my ambassadors in the group, from other women in the group, it becomes this inspiring community where people really start to believe in themselves for the first time. Carrie said, you should evaluate the top 5 people around you and check and see if they build you up or bring you down. Do they have goals or are they lazy? Yeah, that's a really, really good one. Just evaluate. Who are the people that you spend the most time with? Are they holding you back or are they pushing you forward towards your best? You will know who those people are, and you will know if you've kind of slidden into being around those types of people or if you've kind of pushed yourself to find a new community. And it's not like you have to drop all your friends kind of thing, but who do you spend the most time with? Because they are going to either empower or disempower your life. So if you are feeling overall defeated in life, I cannot challenge you enough to get around the right people. Find a good coach. Find an amazing mentor. Find people that pour life-giving words and life-giving, advice into your life on an ongoing basis. They do not tear you down, they build you up. I created Summit Fit Academy to do just that for women, a place where you not only get daily workouts, meal plans, and holistic education, but just as importantly, be around an inspiring community on a daily basis where people are working towards their goals, they're setting big goals, they're dreaming big. That is the foundation of Summit Fit Academy. Yes, we do workouts. Yes, we do meal plans. Those are important components. But without the community aspect, people quit. People give up on things. They don't start things, and they definitely don't finish them. So that is the heart and mission behind Summit Fit Academy, because of where I've come from, and I know the power of being around the right people. So if you're curious about Summit Fit, you can head over to summitfit.com. I will post that in the link for you so you can check that out. If you are new to Summit Fit, there's an introductory course that will be opening up in September full-time, and also a Summit Fit, oops, that didn't work, Summit Fit Ambassador or Summit Fit Academy program, which is for my veterans who have already taken the intro course. That will be opening up permanently in September as well. So you can go check that out and make sure that you stay tuned for the opening of registration, because I will be running some initial sales on that, and it'll be awesome. Lastly, you can get my free daily fitness tracker to kind of measure your progress without the scale. I created that to really help you focus on the right things with your health and your just general daily goals and rhythm. It's very, very helpful, and I've had a lot of great feedback on that, so I posted that in the comments for you as well. But I hope this message was inspiring to you. It's something I'm extremely passionate about. You can probably tell, but I vividly remember the person I used to be 10 years ago to where I am now, and I can tell you that being around the right people is the absolute key to that monumental change in your confidence, the way you dream big about your life, the goals that you set, and what you ultimately accomplish in your life. So thank you so much for listening. If you found this video inspiring, please share it. I would love that, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.